Hello everybody, this is Dr. D. If you listen to one of my most recent posts, I talked about relationships, and near the end of the video post, I made the statement that I stopped thinking about myself and I started to think about my friend. Or you can put your partner, you can put your parent, you can put anybody in that list, because quite honestly that it was about 3 or 4 different situations, but all the same thing, all the same. I was doing the same thing, and the thing I was doing was not thinking about them, not considering them, but thinking about myself. In other words, I really wasn't thinking about them. I wasn't thinking about them, I was thinking about me. But I offered in that post that when I started to think about them, that's when something changed. And so I gave that some more thought, and I realized that it is that kind of selflessness that made the change in the relationship that I was discussing. So I thought I offered you that to try it. And that is, when you are in a disagreement with someone that you have a good relationship with and you want it to stay good, and you find that nothing is changing, I propose that in the moment, if you can't find it somewhere in yourself, to just let go of your ideas about what you want and start thinking about what they want and what they need. That means you have to stop talking and start listening. And I say that a lot. Okay, so you stop talking, you start listening, and you're listening to hear what it is that they want. And if you can't tell, you can say, okay, please, I'm trying really hard. Tell me what you want. And hopefully they can tell you. And when they tell you, basically, well, let me just say, when you stopped and say, tell me what you, and say, tell me what you want, you have changed the dynamics in the argument already. You've changed it, because you have changed. You have decided that, okay, you are so important to me that I'm not going to risk losing this relationship or making this relationship worse because I am not listening to you. So I'm going to invite you to give up your need to have your way and work as hard as you can to let them have their way. When you do that, you will find not only a shift in that relationship, but you will find a shift in yourself. You will realize that when you give to someone that you care about, you cannot lose. You can't lose. You can't lose the relationship. You can't lose yourself. You can't lose anything. You can only gain self-respect, a sense of pride, a sense of empowerment. Charity always does that for the spirit. So my only message to you in this post is to start thinking about your partner and what they want. And it just turns out, when you give them what they want, you get what you want and need. This has been Dr. D. Let me know what happened.